Epic's utilization of lived experience is the handshake to meet into the hearts of everyone that we connect with.
I can turn around at any point in a given day and reach out to someone who understands where I've been, how I'm feeling, and I can do the same for them because we share that lived experience. And I can have great relations with people who don't have lived experience. They might be an affected other. They might be someone who's never had a gambling problem, but they work in this field because they have compassion. From the founder all the way down the line, it makes it a family.
This is a purpose. My message isn't for everybody, but if it helps one person to walk out of a room, maybe it's not them, maybe it's a close family member, getting to where I was in having transactions and losses that tally into the 7 figures, it gives me a sense of purpose.
You know, we continue to embed lived experience in some of our internal efforts throughout FanDuel, whether it be training or lived experience webinars, or even working with Epic to consult on some of our, internal programming as well. And we feel that it's incredibly important for there to be, a face. It really humanizes it, being able to hear, individual stories.
Giving them real life examples that are happening around the United States right now is so important for them because they sometimes think they're invincible. All student athletes want to play. They want to be on the court, they want to be on the field. If they know that they do something and it's going to cause them to not be eligible, that's how we can really show them, look at these people, they don't get to play, they're suspended for so many games because they gambled and sports wagered on other sports and their sports, all of these things.
I think it's important to approach the sport wagering world, especially from multiple different angles, because our student athletes are going to get it from different angles too. They're going to have people that approach them maybe in person. They're going to see stuff on social media. They might get an email, and Epic really provides a unique perspective and a different angle that we can utilize as part of a bigger picture with regards to our sport wagering education.
Epic is fantastic, and I'll tell you why. Most of the presentations we have, most of the individuals that come in are very data-driven, very metric-based. At the end of the day, you're just looking at a graph or a chart. So to have an actual story, a narrative, a picture painted for you that shows if you don't take this seriously, if you aren't cognizant of what can happen when that slope hits and you start to slide down it, or your friend starts to slide down it and you don't intervene, this is the result. And to have an individual walk in before the presentation and student athletes are 18 to 23 and they're looking at it like, oh, here we go, another boring talker. Epic hits you with this scenario and they leave here knowing, okay, this happened to this person who is on the same life path that I'm on, it can happen to me.
It's crucial. The work that Epic is doing is potentially life-saving. People don't realize it, but disordered gambling can be a life-threatening condition. People lose their lives. The rate of suicide amongst problem gamblers is higher than any other addiction. Problem gambling has been so hidden for so long, and that's how people get hurt. And so being able to talk about it and say, yeah, I heard about that. I also heard some people can be hurt by this. These are conversations that need to happen everywhere. I think it's just important that people are informed. The stakes are so high, so if you have an athlete that loses their career, for example, due to gambling, that's just absolutely devastating. And so it could be life-changing, the work that's being done through Epic.
The more information they have at their disposal, the more they're able to help and recognize when somebody they know may be struggling with gambling. Again, it's critical and it's really important to get in front of these people, and the lived experience stories that we have can bring them over to the dark side and make them pause and think, okay, well, wait, maybe this all isn't just fun and games. Maybe there really is a downside to this if we're not careful. The more we can bring them over to that side and just show them what can happen, I think the better prepared they'll be.
For me, I know I need to do a lot of things to keep myself accountable. I need to put as many things into place where I won't go back to gambling, because it's just not enough for me to go to meetings, right? I need to do this, what I do now, which is tell my story, use my lived experience, and talk to a vulnerable population, which is student athletes all across the US. And it might sound kind of cliche, but it's something I really do believe, that if we could get across our point to one person in every room or help one person, then we're doing our job.
I love working for Epic. Everything is Epic first. It's not I or me. it's epic as a team, because as a team we succeed and we help reduce gambling related harms, and we help try to take the problem out of problem gambling.